Let me begin with a confession. There was a time when I believed that accumulating wealth was synonymous with accumulating wisdom. I thought that financial success would naturally lead to better decision-making, a clearer understanding of the world, and, ultimately, a more fulfilled life. But as I navigated the corridors of affluence, both personally and professionally, I began to notice a recurring pattern. Wealth often breeds overconfidence, and overconfidence, in turn, leads to poor decisions. Consider the case of Elizabeth Holmes, the founder of Theranos. Her vision to revolutionize blood testing attracted billions in investments and endorsements from influential figures. Yet, beneath the veneer of confidence lay a lack of viable technology. Her unwavering belief in her vision, bolstered by the wealth and support she amassed, blinded her to the realities of her company's capabilities. This overconfidence not only led to the downfall of Theranos, but also eroded trust in the biotech industry. Then there's Adam Neumann of WeWork. His charismatic leadership and ambitious expansion plans attracted massive investments, propelling the company's valuation to astronomical heights. However, Neumann's overconfidence, fueled by the capital at his disposal, led to reckless decisions, such as diversifying into unrelated ventures and overextending the company's resources. The eventual collapse of WeWork's IPO and Neumann's ousting serve as cautionary tales of how wealth-induced overconfidence can derail even the most promising enterprises. These examples underscore a critical insight. Wealth can create an illusion of infallibility. With financial success, individuals often receive less critical feedback, face fewer immediate consequences for missteps, and are surrounded by affirmations of their brilliance. This environment can distort self-perception, leading to decisions based more on perceived invincibility than grounded analysis. Psychological studies support this observation. The overconfidence bias, where individuals overestimate their knowledge or abilities, is prevalent among those with financial means. This bias can lead to excessive trading in financial markets, underestimation of risks, and a general reluctance to seek or consider alternative perspectives. In essence, the more successful we become, the more susceptible we are to the pitfalls of our own overconfidence. It's like a silent thief, robbing us of the wisdom to pause and reflect. We think we know it all, but in reality, we're just setting ourselves up for a fall. So, next time you feel invincible, remember, humility is the key to true success. Reflecting on my own journey, I recall a period when a series of successful investments led me to believe I had a Midas touch. Emboldened, I ventured into unfamiliar markets without adequate research, trusting my instincts over due diligence. The outcome was a significant financial loss that served as a humbling reminder of the dangers of overconfidence. So, how can we guard against this confidence paradox? First, by cultivating self-awareness and acknowledging our cognitive biases. Regularly seeking feedback, engaging in reflective practices, and maintaining a mindset of continuous learning can help keep overconfidence in check. Second, by building systems that encourage accountability, such as consulting with diverse teams, implementing checks and balances, and fostering environments where dissenting opinions are valued. Moreover, we need to shift the narrative around success. Rather than equating confidence with certainty, we should recognize that genuine confidence is rooted in adaptability. It's the ability to admit when we don't know, to adjust when we're wrong, and to hold our beliefs lightly enough to let better ideas in. That kind of confidence isn't loud or flashy. It's quiet, resilient, and deeply grounded. Another practice that has helped me is storytelling. Not just consuming stories of others, but revisiting my own. Taking time to reflect on moments of failure, of humility, of surprise. These are the real milestones of growth, often more instructive than our victories. When we regularly revisit these narratives, we stay connected to the full spectrum of our experience, not just the highlight reel. I've also found it crucial to surround myself with people who aren't impressed by my success, people who challenge my thinking, who ask uncomfortable questions, and who care more about truth than flattery. These are the relationships that keep us tethered to reality, especially when everything around us whispers otherwise. Humility isn't just a virtue, it's a strategic advantage. In business, humble leaders often outperform those driven by ego. Why? Because they listen better and learn faster. They create environments where innovation thrives. Mistakes are surfaced early, before they become disasters. As our world becomes more complex, this leadership is necessary. We're navigating global systems and digital economies. Overconfidence blinds us to this complexity. If you're building a company or a plan for your future, ask yourself, what might I be missing? What assumptions am I making? Where might my confidence be outpacing my clarity? In the end, the goal isn't to be fearless, it's to be discerning. Not to silence doubt, but to invite it to the table. Listen carefully, and let it sharpen our vision. Real wisdom isn't loud. It doesn't demand the room. It sits in the corner, watching, learning, waiting for the right moment to speak. And when it does, it doesn't seek applause. It seeks understanding. Let's build that kind of wisdom together. Thank you for listening. If this message resonated with you, stay tuned for our next conversation. Until then, take care.